Alright, good day guys, how are you doing today? Hope you're keeping it cool. Alright, today we'll be doing a practical on something like this. Okay, we're going to be doing a practical on something like this. We're going to be designing a flyer that looks like this. So without any further ado, let's go into it. Now, first of all, you want to go to your browser. Okay, now I'm going to be posting the link to everything I'll be downloading and even the Postermywall link. I guess you guys know it already. I'll be posting everything so you guys can have access to it as well. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to post the link of this one here. So the plan, what we intend doing today is to design a flyer that looks like this. Okay, so this is what we're going to do today. So first of all, we're going to get an image of a lady. Now, when we get this lady's image, go to Google and type, but I'm going to give you a link and get it. So, for example, we're going to use something like this. I'm going to use a lady, something like this. Well, now if you notice, this lady here has a background that is dark blue. So, in case you want to remove a picture of any image that has a background, and then you want it to just have a single transparent background, so I'm going to paste the link again called Capwing. That's going to help you get off this background. So let's move it on. Now this is a site called Capwing. Also, I'm going to drop the link to the description so you guys can click on it and have access to it. So first thing I want to do is to click on upload the image you want to remove with background. So we're going to go to the desktop. I have it on my desktop. Under my I have it at the project folder. So this is the image here. So when I click open, the image loads, pops up. Okay. So when it pops up, this is the first thing that shows on the screen. Now you want to do is to adjust it a bit. And this icon here, erase icon, is going to pop up. Okay. So when it pops up, you click on erase. Now it comes to a section that looks like this. Now when you have this section, you can enlarge it or reduce it in how you want it to be. So this is it here. Okay, this is it here. Now the next thing I want to do is to try to remove the background. Okay, I want to remove the background of this image. So how are we going to do? We have this magic wand. We'll click on this magic wand and it shows a plus sign here. Now click the plus sign on the background. Okay, thanks to copy a particular side of the background. And when you have that particular side, you can click on the remove arm and it goes away. I see it. So we're going to do the same thing to this area and try to remove every other background that this girl is covering. Okay, so we have a single transparent background at the back so that whenever we import the picture, it comes up straight up without an image at the background. So when we are done, click on this done button here. So click on the done button. Gives us the image with the lady without a background. Okay, so when we are done with that, you click on the export image and you click on the export image. It gives you option to download the image. Now, when you're using Capwing, it tends to have a watermark. But if you want the watermark to go away, I believe what you know what the watermark is Capwing has a watermark. So if you don't want the image to have this watermark, what you tend to do is to sign up. So when you sign into your Google logins, it goes away. Okay, so when it goes away, the next thing it tends to do is to load. And after loading, the next thing you have to do is to download that particular image. It's very fast. Now, the essence of you removing essence of you logging in is to remove the watermark there. So when you're done, you click on download, and here you have it. Okay. Now we'll have to go back to our Postermywall. Now, your Postermywall, you have to upload an image by clicking on the add photo, my photos. Upload a photo. You click on upload a photo, then the image where you have downloaded it, you scroll down, look for where you download the image. If it's on your download, you click on downloads and you get the image right around here. So this is the image. You click on open. It loads with a transparent background and it comes into your design. Now, this is the first step. Now we have it in our design, so we're going to enlarge it. Okay. I'm going to make it enlarged. Okay. Let's make it as big as much as you want. Enlarge it as much as you want. So we're going to have a lid here. So that's the first step. That's the first step. So the next thing I want to do, remember, I want to get something that looks like this. Okay, so I'm going to input the pictures and do the write-ups later. So the next thing we're going to bring in is a logo, ACOSAT student logo or ACOSAT logo. So that's the next thing we're going to bring in, ACOSAT logo. So if you don't have it, I've put a link under the description where you can get the ACOSAT logo. But I believe most of you ACOSAT students will have access to the logo already. Okay, so we'll go to the website, you have it on your device, you go to your device, search for the logo, and bring it in. Okay, I think I have it on my downloads. I think I have it on my download, but maybe on documents as well. So I have it there. Okay, let me forward this logo. There's that logo. Okay. If I go to my login, I think I have it there. And the ones I've input already. So let me try to log in. When I'm logged in, I'll have access to the logo. I just have to bring it inside the designs. Okay, now I have a lot of design here, so you can get the logo here. So scroll down a bit, you see the logo. Motifs on your device, you don't need to come here. So this is my logo, and I bring it in. Now I have the logo. Next, now this to reduce the size, bring it in here. So it's gradually turning into what we need. Expand it a bit. Gradually turning over to what we need. So here we are at this junction. Now the next thing we'll go back to. So we have an American College of Science and Technology. So the American College is written with a red color. So what are we going to do? Go to our text. Use down so it will cover our logo. Alright, so then go to text. So on plain text we type American College. The plain text we type American College. All be capital letters. So take this off. American College. So we are gonna give it okay. I'm gonna bring it up here. I'm gonna increase the size to maybe give it up to 80, or you can even increase it to 100. Okay, let's leave it at 95. Let's leave it at 95. Okay, so what we'll do, since it's in 95, we can give it a red color by coming here to the color section. Click on color, scroll down to red, and give it a red coloration. Also, we can also pick a color. For example, we want to pick a color from this logo. We'll come to the color, use the pick tool, and choose a color here so that we have a matching color between the red here and the red of the logo. Now, the next thing we want to do is to write the College of Science and Technology. This one here, College of Science and Technology. So we're going to see the same, use the same font here. We're going to duplicate it with Ctrl D. So when we have duplicated, we'll remove it and write of Science and Technology. Then we're going to change the color to black because our image has it as black under here, right? Okay. So next thing we want to do is to reduce the font size so it will be able to fit in under the image you have here. It needs to fit in. So we're going to reduce it down to, let me say, expand it, then reduce it down. So I'm going to tell you the number. Bring it down to 64. Okay. So you see our image is getting shaped bit by bit. Now the next thing we need is these two dots, the red dot and the blue dot. So what I've done again, I've given you the link. When you just click on the link below on the description panel, it takes you to where you can get it downloaded. Okay. Then you go to your upload, add a photo, go to your computer, then you have it under the desktop. Under my desktop, that's where I saved it. But I've given you the link. When you click on the link, it takes you to where you can get the red dots and the blue dots as well. Okay. So I'm installing the red dots, upload it to my site. Now this is it here. So what we'll do, tend to slant it sideways and shift it inside. Okay. So we have it. right here. Now the next one we have to bring in is the blue dot. So also I've given you the link of the blue dot below. You just have to go to your click on it, it takes you to your Google and you download it from there. Also we have the blue dot. Rotate it because we want it to look exactly like what we have. So I think this is it. Yeah. So gradually looking like what we have here. Okay. So that is it. Now the next thing we want to do is to bring in there. Admission. We need to bring in admission open for 2021. Okay. So before we do that, we have to bring in this paint, this red paint color. That's what we have to bring. Okay, so how do you do that? I've also given you the link down below on the section or description on the YouTube channel. When you click on it, you have to get everything you need. Just that me supplying every information you need for you to design stuff here. Okay. Now there's another thing we can do. If you notice this has a background, we can mask it. Mask it means removing the background from here. How do you do that? Click on the mask. Say okay. Then you choose a shape. Now you're choosing a shape that fits this kind of structure. We're not going to use a circle, we're going to use a rectangle. Okay, so we can be able to crop the areas that are necessary. Okay, just have to crop the areas that are necessary. You don't have to crop every side of the design. Okay, so copy this area out. And when I'm done, I'll click on mask. Okay, so you notice the right up here. Now we have it this way. Now the next thing we want to do, go to the image. We have admission open for 2022. So you come down to your word and go to text, type admission opens, because admission open comes first. Admission on top first, and open for 2021. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna type admission in capital letter. Then beneath it, you're gonna write open, into some space, and write 2021. Okay, so we have it this way. Now we want this one to align under the admission. So when we have it this way, slide it in and enlarge it. Okay, give it a very big enlargement. So when we have it this way, now we're gonna give it, because we check what we have is a blue coloration. So we're gonna give it in navy blue. So actually, when I took that blue form from the logo, we want our image to have the same colors, so we'll not have different blue. So clicking on the color, go to the pixel, we choose the pixel from the logo. Very good. So when you have it this way, you're closer to what you need. Now the next thing you tend to do, go back to image and open date September 2021. Okay, the same way you also have to type it on text. Open date to 2021, all in capital letter. Open date 2021. Okay. Now, yeah, I'm going to give it a design of a font. Maybe nice font design. Abel can do it. Okay. Well, it's not much of a design, but something into everything. So we can add it here, reduce the size, and we'll give it a white coloration. Okay, so it's really taking shape bit by bit, isn't it? Okay, so the next thing we want to do, we have to bring the 4 and apply now. Now, also, you get the 4 from your text. Let's go to your text. Now I'm gonna use another font this time around. All will be in capital letter 4. Then trying to make this video as short as possible because I believe students don't like long videos. Well, that's by the way. So we have it for this way. Now, if you notice, the admission and open for 2021 has is distant. You understand? So what we're gonna do to bring them closer, highlight them, come down to our vertical alignment, click on this. You can tend to bring it down, or this can bring it up. So what we're gonna do is the lining, width line, can reduce it for it to compress. Are you seeing it? So as we're reducing, the thing is compressing together. Okay, so there will not be too much of a space between the admission and the open for 2021. So I think we are getting it bit by bit. So the next thing we want to do, go back to image, go back to image and check what is left. Okay, the apply now, I think, which is one of the last things you have to bring in. So going back to your design, now I have also put the link to download the apply now. So when you go to when you check on the description below, you're going to see the link. When you click on it, it takes you to apply now. So it gives you this image. Now when you bring in this image, what you have to do is just to crop that background out again. Now there's another way to copy background. You can also do it here on Postermywall. Now how can you do that? When you click on it, you click on mask. Clicking on mask, you click shape. Choose a shape that fits it perfectly. Like this triangle doesn't fit it, square doesn't fit it, but the circle fits it perfectly. So we use this circle and mask, so the shape goes away. Isn't that interesting? All right, now we have it here. Now the next thing you want to do is to check out what we have here. It's almost getting shape. Okay, the last thing that is left is the social icon. So what I'm going to do to make this video shorter, I'm just going to design one. I'm just going to bring in one of these logo. Okay, but I've downloaded I've given you guys the link in the description below for you to get the logo designs, especially this black and gold. Okay, so what you just need to do is to click on the link, it takes you there and you download it. Now on my folder as well, I have where I can get it. Now when I click on my device, I go to, so this is how it's going to look like when you get it installed on your device. It's going to look like this. So after having it this way, the next thing you want to do is open it widely. Then you use the mask to pick out one. For example, you want the Facebook logo. Okay, you don't want any other logo apart from it. So what you're going to do, when clicking on it, you go to mask. This way you can find the mask. Click on the mask. Choose a shape, circle, obviously. And when you click on circle, it targets the logo you want to take. Now we're going to reduce the circle size down to this one here. Reduce the size down to that of Facebook. Okay, so if you notice, it has only covered that of Facebook, the black and golden color. So when you have it, you can just click on the mask button, and it comes up here. Okay, so you can reduce the shape of your logo. When you have it, you can bring it down here. It's Facebook. Then you place your right up. How will you place your right up? You can use the text and put in your words there. So the same thing applicable to the other social icons. You crop it. I'm going to do the second one. So let me just write a cosat SL. Okay. So this is for the first one. So for example, you can still use that same image you use for the social icon to get other ones. Now, how can you do it? You click on your image. When you have it saved, you click on it again. Then it comes in again. You enlarge it again and pick again. Use the max tool with the circle again to choose a particular one you're going for. Now this time around, let's go for the one of YouTube. So target YouTube, decrease the circle, take it into YouTube. Make sure you cover the corners, so you don't have any other area. Okay, so you click on max again, and bam, it comes in. Decrease the size, and you bring it closer, and you do the right up. Okay. So I'm going to stop here today because I know it's almost like what we need. I think, let's try to check what's left there. So apply now, image, I think this is done, it's okay. So you guys will be doing this assignment and be submitting for me on Wednesday. I want to see this assignment from you guys. Okay, it's very simple. We started design the last time, but we didn't finish it. So this is a very simple one, which I believe each and every one of you can go through. So just have it like this, right? Put different social icons, Facebook, the Twitter, the YouTube, and the address. So put it on, get it submitted to my email. So I'm going to stop here today, so I won't take much of your time. So have a nice